Hi guys, Mark here for KetoKitchenCollection.com, and today's video is about the keto diet myth that you don't need to count calories. Now, there's a couple of reasons why people will tell you this, and I'll get to that later in the video, but for right now, what I'm going to say is that no, you don't actually need to count calories when you're on a keto diet to lose weight. However, you will be putting yourself at a massive disadvantage, and there is a much greater likelihood that you will actually gain weight on a keto diet if you don't count calories. Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit more and get into the nitty-gritty so that you understand exactly why that is, and so that you can see that the people who are telling you that you don't need to count calories are just flat out wrong. Now, you don't necessarily need to count calories every day that you're on a diet, okay? Once you do it for a week or two, you'll get to know exactly how much food you're putting into your body on average over a week, and you'll see what change your body has based on that amount of food, okay? But first of all, I said before that you can gain weight on a keto diet. Absolutely. If you're not tracking the amount of food you're putting in, and that's called lazy keto. Typically, people call it lazy keto because you're being lazy and not tracking the food. You're just eating as much as you want. If you're doing lazy keto, you're not tracking your food, you could very well eat too much and gain weight. How do you stop doing that? If you're not counting calories, you can try and eat the same thing every day, day in, day out, with no variety, and try and estimate the same amount from day to day going forward 2 or 3 weeks and see what your body does. The problem with doing that is that people are generally really crap at making an accurate estimation of what they ate the day before to mirror it on the next day and the next day and the next day. And also, people don't want to stick to exactly the same thing day in, day out all the time. I tend to do it because it's just easy and it makes things a no-brainer for me, but a lot of people like at least a little bit of variety in the food they eat. So if you can stick to it, the same thing every day for 2 or 3 weeks to see how your body changes, you're going to have to just guess the amount of food that you're actually eating and taking in, and people are generally really bad at doing that, okay? You get a little bit more hungry one day than the next, and you'll put extra food on your plate. I've seen it happen before. I've done it before, and it's simply not accurate, and it's not a good way to go about any diet, let alone a keto diet, thinking that you're going to get some kind of positive response from it with regards to your weight. If you do even lazier keto, if you don't try and just eyeball and guess and have the same thing day after day after day after day, if you're just eating whatever keto food you want, eat your fill, and you don't track anything at all, yeah, good luck. You might lose weight, you might not lose weight. And some people do this lazy keto, they don't track anything, and they still lose weight. That's fluke, guys. That's just coincidence, and great for them, great. If that works for them, fantastic. Is it going to work for you? No. No, it's not. Okay? Look, might it work for you? Yeah. But I am not giving you permission to go out and think that it will work for you. I'm going to tell you it's not going to work for you, because then you'll be in the driver's seat. If you take responsibility for it, then you're taking responsibility for your weight, you're taking responsibility for your life and your health and your longevity, okay? And that's what I want for you. I don't want you to go into this, treating everything like it's a gray area and that you can cut corners here and there, because that's not how you achieve successful weight loss, guys, okay? So if you don't try and guess, what's the alternative? If you don't want that gray area, you don't want to hope that you lose weight, you don't want to be one of the few that fluke it, you want to really take control of it. So don't do the lazy keto. Don't just try and guess the same amount of food day in, day out and hope that you get it right. The alternative is just for a week or two, count your calories. Put yourself in the driver's seat, take responsibility for it, and you will see so much more success than you could if you didn't count calories at all, okay? So the other benefits of counting calories, just quickly, you can fine-tune your weight loss and your plateaus if you get to a point where your weight loss slows down and stops. If you're doing lazy keto and you're just guessing the amount of food you're taking in, it's going to be real hard to cut back food even more and have any idea of how much energy you're actually getting from that food to be able to reduce the amount of energy to keep the weight loss going. You're in the dark, guys. okay? If you're tracking your calories, you'll know what your average calories have been daily for the last couple of weeks, couple of months, however long it's been, and you'll be able to make fine-tuned, pinpoint adjustments so that your weight loss continues and you know it's going to continue. There'll be none of this hoping that it works or not really understanding what's going on. You'll really be taking control of the diet, okay? And that gives you peace of mind. If you don't really know why your weight's going up or down, if you're not tracking calories, it can be stressful because you don't understand what's going on, okay? And that can be, it demotivates you, and then you fall off the diet and you just feel even worse because you're not on the diet anymore. If you're counting calories, you are in the driver's seat and you have full control, okay? So now, I mentioned before, there are a couple of people that will tell you that you don't need to track calories. And they fall into two groups. The first group is just generally frustrating from my point of view. These are the guys that, like I said before, they go onto a keto diet, they've been eating really garbage food before, or highly processed carbohydrate-filled food, maybe carbohydrate-filled food mixed with fat all at the same time in high amounts, and that's not good for anybody, okay? That's why we all gain weight, because we typically eat that sort of thing in abundance. People will go on a keto diet, they'll switch to keto-approved food that's typically whole food, full of nutrients, very satisfying. Then being in ketosis will have a big impact on reducing hunger. That goes for everybody pretty much. And just those things alone, the whole food and the reduction in hunger, will mean that people on a keto diet have essentially built in a calorie reduction, okay? Which is what you're going for when you're trying to count calories. You want that calorie reduction. And they do lose weight without actually counting the calories, maybe not connecting the dots that they've actually put themselves into a calorie deficit, okay, being on the keto diet. They'll then jump online, not having the full picture, get on their high horse and tell everyone who will listen to them, just be the keyboard warrior for the day, telling the whole internet that you don't need to count calories on a keto diet and you'll lose weight. Not understanding that they fluked it, not understanding that that's not how it works for everybody. If it does work for them, great, fantastic. I'm glad they had success from it. But they need to shut up when it comes to getting online and thinking they've got it all figured out for everybody, because is that going to work for you? Nope. No, it's not. Again, it might, but don't put it in the hands of chance, guys. Do not. Take control of your diet. Don't be one of those people that thinks that it will probably just somehow magically work out for you. No. Take responsibility for your diet, your weight loss, and your health and your own life, and start counting those calories, at least for a couple of weeks. Now, I've got a full calorie counting short course on this channel. You'll see a link in the top right-hand corner of the screen for the first video. Go check that out after this one's done. You'll see how quick and easy it is. You can do everything on a free app on your phone. It makes it a real no-brainer. So, guys, there's no real excuse. I want to see you do that. Now, lastly, why else do people say this? I said there were two reasons. The first were those frustrating guys that just fluke it and think they've got it all figured out. The second group of people are much more insidious, and this really just, it makes me kind of angry, actually. You'll have a group of people out there who are selling their own courses. They're selling their keto guides, their keto meal plans, their keto weight loss programs, and they prey on the fact that people want just to be able to take one magic pill and life's fantastic. They prey on the fact that people want to take the easy path, and they prey on the fact that people will want to do things with as little amount of effort as possible. And that's human nature. I mean, I do that. You guys do that if possible. We're not going to make life harder on ourselves if we don't have to. Counting calories takes a little bit of effort. You've got to get up a little bit of a learning curve. It's not a huge learning curve, and once you get into the rhythm of it, it's very quick and easy to do on a daily basis. I assure you guys, just watch that short course. I'll show you exactly how to do it. It's not onerous and it's not difficult. But people will avoid it anyway because they think I guess just don't quite understand how easy it can be and maybe the benefit that it has to them. And people selling these courses prey on that. You know, if you've got two courses, and I mean, I don't have anything to sell you guys. Maybe at some point, but at the moment they don't. It's not what I'm getting at. Don't buy anything from me. That's not what this video is about. What I'm telling you is that some people will have a keto diet plan that helps you to count calories and puts all the control with you. Other people will have a keto diet plan that looks, makes all the same claims, but these guys say, nope, you don't need to count calories. Just follow my plan, you'll lose weight regardless. You don't need to count calories. They might even try and spin some garbage on why you don't need to count calories, and you will probably go with these guys because they're telling you it's going to be so much easier than what these guys will, not realizing that if you go with these guys that are telling you not to count calories, good luck. Okay, it's going to be like you getting into an unfamiliar city in a car with no map and someone telling you to drive 100 miles through the suburbs to try and find a single house. And if you find that house, you're going to get the weight loss you want. Good luck. Good luck, okay? But these guys that sell these programs telling you that you don't have to count calories are preying on the fact that you want to take the easy path because that's human nature, and they are only telling you that to take your money. Understand that. They are only telling you that to take your money. They are damn near lying to you, okay? So avoid those guys, please. Now, again, keto diet myth, you don't need to track calories to lose weight. You don't need to. No, it's technically not exactly a myth, but it's going to put you at such a disadvantage if you don't, and I would highly, highly recommend that you do at least just for a week or two to get a baseline understanding of how much food you're actually putting into your body and what effect that has on how you look in the mirror and how your clothes feel on you over a 2 or 3 week period. Okay, it will serve you very well. That will be extremely valuable for you. So if you do have any questions on this, please post in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you got some entertainment or benefit from the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.